Kasparov also came out, there's a little tweet that we have in a story there, but he came out and he had a longer statement and he said there's actually a reason white goes first, and it's because the moves are calculated on which piece goes first.
Yes.
And so if you start a game with one of the black pieces, it throws out all of the ploys and plans that you have when you're playing either black or white. They all depend on a white piece going first. But then he then turned around and said, well, you know what, f*** you lot. I'll play a game against another chess grandmaster and I'll go black and I'll go first. And he still won because he's hardcore.
But it doesn't matter what the colour is, though.
No, it does, because if the white piece goes first, you have the advantage because you get to set the state of play by moving the first piece.
Yeah, but... Flip the board around, though, and then play the black ones as if it was going to be a white one.
Yeah, but that doesn't kind of work like that. Most of the
Why? What's the hue in the dye of the plastic piece going to care? It doesn't matter.
It's like when you play tic-tac-toe, right? If you go first, you can always win if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So you can put either an X or an O in there. It doesn't matter what colour it is.
Now, hang on a minute. This makes me think of that. Remember that Matthew Broderick film War Games?
Yes.
And then the computer's like, going to launch nukes and shit.
And he's like, no, play tic-tac-toe. Oh, now I see love is the true answer.
And he can't win.
And then Electric Dreams played or something.
No. No, Electric Dreams Together in Electric Dreams is from the movie Electric Dreams.
Oh, right.
Giorgio Moroder.
Oh, that's right.
Coincidentally wrote most of the music for The Never-Ending Story. See, that's
a lot of
Why am I not on Millionaire Hot Seat? I'd take that money. Run, bruh. So, look, I don't get it. Now, listen, I remember years ago I used to have a glass chessboard and the piece, some of them were clear glass and then the other side, which I guess was to represent the dark colour, were frosted glass.
Right.
That's all the pieces, how they work.
So now you're discriminating against snowmen.
No, I'm not.
Frosted.
No, I'm just saying that's what it was. Look at all the
Olaf's Life Matters.
Good. All right. Well done. But then, there's Warhammer chess, and then there's, Star Wars chess. Batman chess, all that kind of thing. People spend upwards of $1,000 to get, these die-cast metal pieces, sit it on, a table in their room, and then no one goes in there and does it. You know what I mean? There's just too many variations of chess. Sitting down and playing chess is one of those. I don't find it relaxing because I'm pretty chess, right? I used to be in the chess club at school, and we had this kid who's now a doctor, a very well-paying doctor. I used to distract him, and then I'd just take a piece off the board or something like that. Anyway, he now is a highly paid person, and I'm sitting in here with you talking shit.
Yep.
So I don't know whether or not chess has furthered his life.
It hasn't hurt it, has it?
Didn't further mine.
No.
So anyway, I think that should be a hands-off thing
It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
It is. It absolutely
I've heard a lot of dumb shit.
Yes. 4 seasons and 20 episodes. Four score and 20 episodes ago.
We started this shit.
So hands off chess. It's stupid. Just f*** off.
Hit us up on the socials at theverbal.com.au.
Did you see Donald Trump? Now, he had his first rally over the weekend or last weekend. Donald Trump. Now, how they do these rally things, right? Basically, you've got to register to turn up.
Yep.
And what they'll do is they'll give you a ticket. Now, they had poor numbers. Do you know why they had poor numbers as?
TikTok.
The users of TikTok rallied together and basically said, look, register your interest, saying you're coming.
And then don't.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Take a seat off a redneck. And wasn't it good?
Yeah. Now, it was actually in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I hope I'm saying that right, Tulsa. And basically protesters who his team said they were coming didn't turn up. They were no-shows. It's sort of like the mafia, you know what I mean? They have, we'll do X amount of days and we're going to have 3 no-shows, but we're still getting paid for it, you know what I mean? Doing those no-shows, like they did on The Sopranos. They're building down at the Esplanade.
Right, okay.
All that kind of thing.
I thought you meant more like, in the grand jury where the witness just does a no-show because the mafia rub him out.
What happened was that Mr. Trump claimed that almost 1 million people had requested tickets for a 14,000-seat venue.
Lol.
His campaign even constructed a stage outside the arena with plans for the president to give a second speech for people who were unable to get inside. So they've gone and spent all this money on his second stage. No word of a lie. Sorry, I will correct myself. It was a 19,000-seat arena. Nowhere near the capacity.
It was about what? The fire department confirmed that the capacity was about 6,000 and 1,900 of them were staff.
What happened was, and this is the funniest thing in the world, and you hold the power in your hands, TikTokers. A number of anti-Trump campaigners and celebrities shared the joy at the underwhelming crowd, including Pink. Now, we were talking about Pink last week.
Yep.
And I think I sold that same place out in 5 minutes, she tweeted. Accompanied with a laughing emoji and the hashtag donkey show.
Donkey show.
Now, if you don't know what we're talking about there, the donkey is the Republican logo, the symbol, the donkey, and the Democrats is an elephant.
Yes.
If you don't know that. So that's what it is. So shortly before the president comes out on stage, a campaign spokesperson issued a statement blaming poor attendance on protesters and on the media for warning of the health risks associated with gathering in an enclosed space. This is how it came out, right? Listen to this bullshit. President Trump is rallying in Tulsa with thousands of energetic supporters, a stark contrast to the sleeping campaign being run by Joe Biden from his basement in Delaware.
Actually, Joe didn't have a thing. He did it all online, didn't he? Because he knows that people are going to die and shit. So he was like, you know what? Nah.
Let's talk about, remember when Trump got elected, right? And they, on the internet, they shared comparison photos between when Obama was inaugurated and then Trump.
Yeah.
And
that was fake news, though.
It was kind of fake news, but it was actually quite funny, to be perfectly honest.
News. I'm just taking the Trump line on that one.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. That's what he was saying. It's fake news. But no one wanted to turn up to see that Mandarin, and I'm talking about a rotting Mandarin with hair in a suit, get inaugurated.
Sentient Cheeto.
Seriously, I blame reality TV shows, and I know that he was the star of a reality TV show.
Oh, star's a bit much.
No, well, it's not really.
Cast member.
It was called The Apprentice, and
all he ever did was go, "You're fired."
Yeah, that's all he wanted to do.
Sexually harass people. That's pretty much all he did.
Yeah. Do you know how when he signs a new bill and then he shows it to everyone with his own...
he does it in crayon.
In crayon. Yep, that's what you've got, America. Mr. Squiggle is your president.
Upside down, upside down.
Hurry up and end your term. He's an idiot. So no one turned up to it. Now, this is the power of the internet. This is the power of the interwebs. This is the power of people singing along or mouthing the words to somebody else's song and then editing into a surprise ending that goes for like 10 seconds. This is TikTok. TikTok has moved into the space that Vine had.
Remember Vine? Vine. Remember Vine?
Yeah, no, yeah. But the person who invented Vine flicked it off for like millions of dollars.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then got rich, and then all of a sudden Vine died on the vine.
He didn't give he got paid.
He got his paper, he's off.
It was like Tom from MySpace.
Oh, yeah.
He sold that shit and everyone's like, Tom, your platform's falling apart. And Tom's like, I sold it for $1 billion.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. So, let me just go back to my bitches in the jacuzzi and the Caribbean.
Light a bloody cigar with $1,000 note, you mother. It's like James Blunt. Have you ever seen his Twitter?
I would like to see James's Blunt because some of his music's terrible. I'd like to know where it came from.
Have you seen
Put the joint down, James. Stop it. Your music is shit. Off.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say that to him because he's a trained commando. He's a Green Beret.
James Blunt.
Yeah, he was in the army for years.
So?
SAS.
So?
He'll kill you 3 ways before you hit the ground.
Look, Bear Grylls apparently was an SAS person as well, and I've seen him on television drinking his own piss. So let's weigh apples and oranges here. James Blunt coming out. You're beautiful. Did he come up with that when he was in the showers?
I don't know.
In the mess?
In the mess.
With the others? I'm going to shoot the shit out of something tomorrow.
Oh, God.
I'm going to write a song about you.
Loose talk, even looser opinions. The Burble.
Okay, let's do a speed round. This might be a long one, but let's just try and just get into it.
Excellent. See you at the end of the show.
Yeah, and we do have an emergency story coming up, emergency room story. However, though, let's go to India right now. India's at loggerheads at the moment with China.
Oh, shit's getting real over there.
Shit is getting real over there. So I'm happy if the war diverts over there between the Indians and the Chinese.
Oh, no, but no one should fight. We should all just get along.
Well, yeah, but if they're going to fight, do it there, all right? Because it might stop all those scam calls. Do you know what I mean? I think they're so clever from both countries. They should have a scam call off, like a face-off.
Scam Olympics.
Yeah, or scam warrior, like a Australian warrior, ninja warrior. Do you know what I mean?
And as each call gets progressively harder.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But they've got to make the calls and maintain the cool while trying to run across, a bar that spins in the middle, or they'll dump themselves into water.
I like it. Give me, Bluetooth headsets.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
You need to buy $14,000 of Target vouchers to pay your ATO debt.
I am here from Microsoft.
I love it when they call up and say, can you go to your computer? I pull out my Commodore 64. I with them so hard, it's not funny. I with them to the point where I know that where they're sitting in their chair, their ring, not only after what they've eaten for lunch, is burning, but it's now puckering. We're over in India. An alcoholic 6-year-old monkey in India is going to remain in captivity for the rest of his life, as. You want to know why?
That's rough.
For aggressive behaviour that began when he stopped getting alcohol. The monkey's name is Kalua. He's serving his life sentence at the Kanpur Zoo after officials say he bit over 250 people, including one who unfortunately lost its life.
Christ.
Now, Business Insider reported on this.
Oh, this is hard-hitting.
Now, they say that the monkey was the pet of an oculist. Now, what's an oculist?
Occultist.
Oh, an occultist. I thought oculist was like something to do with your eyes.
Actually sounds like the guy that makes glass eyes, but it's not. No, an occultist.
An occultist?
Yeah.
All right, so he regularly gave him booze to the point where the monkey became an absolute alcoholic.
This is gold.
Well, we'll have a sip.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers. When the occultist died, so he's passed away, obviously from liver poisoning, the liquor stopped, and the monkey's just gone, F it, my behaviour's going to be problematic.
I'm going to dry out, and I'm going to bite.
Well, he was kept in isolation for some months, and then he shifted into a separate cage. Now, there's been no change in his behaviour, Az. He remains as aggressive as he was. So what do you think? If we're giving Kalua a beer, do you think he's going to calm down? Well, what alcohol do they? What's the most popular alcohol in India? It'd be beer, wouldn't it? Or
I don't really know.
Something cooked up in some untouchable humpy. Well, don't they brew? They
have to. Like, they make all their own stuff over there.
God. Anyway, a doctor has come in and said there's no change in his behaviour. He remains aggressive. It's been 3 years since he's been there. But now it's been decided that he's going to remain in captivity all his life. Can you imagine if he got out for a second? If he got out, right? Yep. If he was able to book himself out of rehab, which you can kind of do in some rehab situations if you're a human, right?
Right. I
know that there are some monkeys in rehab, okay, all around the world, right? Betty Ford Clinic's full of them, okay?
I'm checking in.
You imagine he gets out, right, goes and gets into the wild with all the other macaques or monkeys or whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he would have the smarts, Kalua's got the smarts, right, to maybe find, say, a discarded bottle or something like that, and then what he does is he gets water and sugar, I don't know how he'd get it, but get those naturally fermenting fruits like peaches and shit?
That's what they do in the wild. They eat fermenting fruits.
No, I understand that, but like put it in the bottle.
Oh, you reckon make it?
Yeah, like jailhouse booze.
Ah, Pruno.
Yeah. Do you reckon Kalua can make jailhouse booze out in the wild? Then however he communicates to the other monkeys, pass on that knowledge.
I reckon he just smashes a bottle. And
No. Go with me on this. All right, so the beginning of 2001 A Space Odyssey, right, where he picks up the bone and works out he can use it as a tool/weapon.
Yep.
Okay, when I first saw that movie when I was a child, I'm like, what the is this shit? But I get it. Have you seen the sequel?
2010.
Yeah. Where they're chasing.
I've read the book.
They're chasing the monolith.
Yeah.
So I want to know how the monolith gets off the planet.
It's intelligent.
The monolith is intelligent.
Yeah.
Well, to stay around on Earth for that long. We didn't have TV until like the last century. Stupid monolith. Anyway, I liken it to that. So Kalua's out there, right, in the wild. What else could he teach these wild monkeys? Like
violence.
Well, yeah, he could teach them violence. What else? Like
panhandling.
How to fling shit at tourists.
They're good at that. They're born with that.
Oh, they're born with that comes standard.
Orangutans have got the best aim.
Do they?
Yes. I've had shit flung at me by an orangutan.
Yeah, but there's no need to speak about the hospitality industry like that, okay? You've got to remember that I know you worked in hospitality for quite a while.
rangers.
So anyway, Kaluuya's out in the wild there teaching them all that kind of stuff.
I reckon he'd teach him how to parlay and shit as well. Like, he'd see a monkey with a fermented peach and he'd have like a shiny rock. He'd be like, ooh, and trade the rock.
I reckon he'd pick up a sharp stick and just shank
him. Yep.
Shank the monkey.
Yeah.
Give me that rotting peach. I need to get up, bro. When you go on dating sites, and I haven't ever been on, well, I have when in the early